Hello, guys. Are you ready for another divorce court reaction? Well, today we have a lady, Carl versus Jerome. Carly versus Jerome. She says her man smells.
Shirley Wiley and Jerome Jackson have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toler to resolve. Testimony in divorce court starts now.
Ms. Wiley, you say he smells bad and he won't work. Why don't you tell me a little bit about the first, and then we'll gently move into the second. What's going on with the working?
He hasn't been working for the past 3-4 months.
So this isn't a chronic thing because you two have been together for 4 years, correct?
Exactly.
Did he walk off his job? Did he get fired? Was he laid off? Well, how come he's unemployed?
He got fired.
Don't you think that happens sometimes? I mean, it's not like he hasn't been working for years.
I don't believe it takes 3 to 4 months to find a job, especially.
Sometimes it do. Sometimes it do. Sometimes once you lose a job, it is hard to catch hope to another one. It really is sometimes. It takes 6 months to a year to find a decent job where you can make a living wage. I mean, yeah, you can go out and grab a McDonald's to help support the house, but, some people don't feel like, they're above that. They feel like that's beneath them. So yeah, but when it's all said and done, it can take months to find a job.
Especially if you're highly educated and you speak well. He's been getting interviews, but he hasn't been getting callbacks. So it's like, what are you saying during the interview? That's not helping you getting callbacks. And then he'll get a second interview, and he's never not had an issue getting a job before. Most of the time he'll go and get a job and they want him based off the first interview. So I believe it's just he just doesn't want to work. He's just comfortable. He's comfortable at home.
So you believe he's putting out resumes, getting interviews, going to the interview, doing well enough to get a call back, and going back to the call back and blowing it intentionally so he doesn't have to work?
That seems like a lot. It really do. Well, you can just sit at home. Hey, baby, I'm waiting on people to call me back, I put in at least 3-4 calls a day, Ain't nobody calling me back. Now, he could have went that route, but he is putting in applications. He is going to interviews, dressing up to go to these interviews. I don't think all of that's a put on. That's a lot to just be able to lay around the house.
Or he tells me that, I'm not sure if he's lying or not because he does lie. So I don't know that if he really is going to interviews, because I'm not home. I work 2 jobs, so I don't know what he's doing at home. I don't know if he's actually getting callbacks sometimes.
Okay. So what are you really mad about? I mean, it's only 3 to 4 months. I don't know if you've taken a look at the unemployment figures or the things with the economy, but things are a little raggedy out there in the employment field.
It's not like he's trying to go and get a major big corporation job. He's just trying to work little rinky-dink jobs where some of them he is a little bit overqualified. So
sometimes it is hard to get a job for which you are overqualified because they don't believe you're going to stay.
Exactly. Such as McDonald's. A lot of people can't get hired at McDonald's because your prior job history says that, this is the kind of jobs that you normally take. You haven't done fast food in over 10 years, so obviously you're just here because you need some money coming in. You need some type of income, but here 2-3 months from now, are you still going to be here? Probably not.
And so if he's got a degree or something, and he wants to work at a fast food restaurant, they would say, look, man, turnover is hard enough, and I know he's going to break camp as soon as he gets something better, so I don't think that is fault. What you really mad about, Ms. Wiley? Is it because you're working and he's not? Is it because you're working and he's not taking care of the home front when you get home? Is that part of it?
He's not taking care of the home front either.
Well, tell me about that.
He's not doing laundry. He's not doing the dishes. I have to come home late at night because I work 9 to 10 hour shifts every day. And I would expect that, if you're home all day and you're not doing anything, you could at least be doing the dishes, you could be doing the laundry, you could at least cook. When I come home, I have to cook. And then, seeing dishes pile up in the sink, like you've been home like
All
since
day.
all
You
day.
could have done something.
Could have done something.
Now I agree. If you're at home and you're in between interviews or whatever, wash the dishes. Cook a meal at least 3 times out the week. You don't know how to cook? You can't fry no chicken? You can't air fry no chicken? You can't cook no rice with it? Come on now, I'm tired. I done worked 2 jobs. I want to come home to a meal. I don't want to have to wash dishes, then cook. Then it's 2, 3 a.m. before I can get into bed. I'm not getting any rest. You've been resting all day. It's no shade.
At least something to help me out.
That's not true.
Mr. Jackson, what is your response to that?
As far as where would you like to start? The dishes or the job? We can go.
Well, just wants me to
let's
be
start with
submissive.
let's start with what's been happening during the last 4 months when you've been unemployed.
Okay. Well,
Have you not?
It's been 2 to 3 months. Everything has been good up until the last, I want to say, year or so. I developed a situation of really bad conjunctivitis, and I got let go from my jobs. It
Right.
wasn't because of my work ethic. It's because my employers got upset that my eye wouldn't heal. They were getting complaints from customers saying we don't want him. We don't want him around anymore, around the food. Corporate office got mad, and they decided to take care of it by letting me go.
I think you need to
Now,
elaborate a little bit more. It wasn't just the conjunctivitis, because you brought home a whole list of complaints from your manager.
things like
and
this,
her
like
manager about you.
The whole list of complaints from one particular job. But it started off, real reason they let me go was conjunctivitis. The other things were they didn't like my haircut. I had a mohawk shaped haircut while I was working. They didn't like the fact that I finished work too early, and I made it seem like maybe I didn't have much else to do, because when you're at work, you're supposed to work. There wasn't nothing else for me to do. It was little things like that. It wasn't a whole list. She's exaggerating
No,
once
you're
again.
playing with
she
the food,
She
too.
exaggerates a lot.
Once your employer says, "Man, I don't like that mohawk," why didn't it come off?
Well, here's the thing. This is after they let me go. They let me go because of the eye. Then they gave me
Other reasons as well.
So as far as
Well, here's basically, when you're working in hospitality, you have to conform to their policies. You have to conform to what they want you to look like to customers. People don't want, I think it's, people don't want you serving them their food with cuts and sores on your hands, or this eyes pulsing and leaking. Nobody wants to see that. Get put on an eye patch or something. If you have to express yourself by wearing a mohawk and all those types of things, you probably want to look into getting another job.
looking for work goals, I'm a very driven, determined person. It is hard times right now looking for a job. And for the past 2-3 months, I have been out busting my butt every day, walking 45 minutes to look for jobs, setting up interviews. I've applied, and I have proof of it. I've applied for 16 different jobs. I've gotten 12, 13 interviews out of those 16 jobs. I'm doing everything I possibly can, and she is complaining because she's upset. What's really going on, she's upset is the fact I don't have money anymore. Now, Your Honor, I'm going to keep it so 100 with you. I've hit bottom. Now, as my woman, what I expect from you is to hold me down. Hold me down. Don't be in it
While you're struggling.
While I'm struggling. When everything was good, when I got my money, I got my own place. I'm educated. I'm going to school. And you like my major. Everything is all laugh and fun then. But the second things
You hit
got
hard
hard,
times.
I hit hard times.
She's
all of a
bolting.
sudden, you can't put up with it anymore. If you're gonna be my woman, then hold me down. Hold me down right now. I'm not sitting on my.
Yeah. I feel him on that, You're supposed to hold your man down when he fall on hard times, because you was there for the good times. Now, if you was there for the good times, but you can't be there for the hard times, when the good times come back around, and they will, you don't deserve me in my good time. You don't deserve me in my good season.
But I'm not sitting on my behind. I am doing everything that I need to do as a man to go get hired.
Okay. And I believe
the whole money issue thing, that's fine. You can put up with that. But the whole hygiene and me having to come home.
Well,
Hygiene, that's
I
a whole
want to
different-
talk about
that's
that
a
now.
whole-
I want to
I
talk
get-
about.
I
Hey.
The hygiene? He looks pretty well kept to me right here. What's up with the hygiene?
Hey.
Now hygiene.
Hey, Mr. Jackson, I'm going to give you an opportunity to respond to her allegations that when you are home and not working, you don't, help her out with the cooking and the cleaning. She's got to work 2 jobs and cook and clean and take
That's
care
not
of the
true
house.
either. That's
Okay,
not-
you tell me
That's not true
Ms.
either.
Wiley,
As far-
you
look,
tell me what's
here-
happening.
Well, she exaggerates a lot. As
No.
far as the dishes
No,
go,
I
we
don't.
had a few
Ms.
minor
Wiley?
altercations about the dishes. She explained to me, oh, I need the dishes done, this and that. From where, I'm at or whatever, I'm still a guy at the end of the day. Dishes aren't really our big priority, so moving in with her, you make some adjustments. It's called communication. She wants the dishes done. The least I can do is do the dishes. When the money's gone, now if there's one dirty dish in the sink, I'll hear about it for the next 3 days behind that one dirty dish.
Do you cook?
No.
You know what? Lightly, every
No.
now and then.
No.
Next, how many strangers can Jerome rope into a family argument? For Carly, even one is too many.
I don't know what's going on with Carly. Carly is just tired of it. She's tired of it.
So I'm very private. So I expect that when we have arguments that they're between, him and I.
She probably when
Not-
she want to be
no.
private.
Mr.
I'm
Jackson, don't
talking.
interrupt again.
It could be we're in the grocery store. It could be we're in the library. It could just be anywhere. And if him and I just so happen to start bickering, he'll get louder. And if he feels as though, like you said, he's not winning the battle or he wants to be someone on his side, he'll pull a couple who's like walking by us, like, oh, hey, what do you think about this? Who are they? And,
Mr. Jackson, do you do
Why would you do that? Why would you pull a random couple from fucking Home Depot to ask them about your situation? Come on, bruh.
I do that. I do.
Well, give me an
Why would
example
they
of a
have
time where
say-so?
you felt it was necessary to get a passerby's opinion on the conflict.
Grocery store.
Yeah,
Perfect example, right off
perfect.
the bat. Grocery store. We'll go pick out, I don't know, example, burgers. I wanted some grilled burgers. I want to build grilled burgers. I want to watch a football game. She gets in a debate with me on why I can't have the burgers. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand she's trying to look out for my health, but I want burgers. I'm tired of eating health food all the time. All the time, everything got to be 100% healthy all the time. I want a burger. So there's a gentleman that's walking by with his lady. I pull him aside and I ask him what he thought of it. He's like, I think you should get the burgers. He agrees with me. You know what I'm saying? And he said, he's like, don't trip. My woman does the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother issue. Is her control issue. She's very controlling, and that's not the first
When you
thing to
say
know.
controlling, I understand what's happening with the food, and I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. Give me a couple of other examples of things she's controlling about. You think
But that is a bit controlling. You won't even let your man, because you buying the food, you won't even let your man have what he wants to eat sometimes. Now that is a bit controlling now.
it's too
Okay.
much?
For example, we're when we go out, we had went out or whatever, and there was an event, a scenario that had took place at a nightclub. We had some drinks. You know what I'm saying? Things are going smoothly. I see some characters that walk in, look kind of shady. I'm ready to go. At this point, I was doing security for a while, so I'm good with movements and
Assessing the
Exactly,
situation,
she wants to stay and drink with her girls, because she's Miss I can do no wrong, I'm Miss Perfect. Everything you say is wrong because you're not making money, so nothing you say is important anymore. A few minutes later, altercation breaks out, starts shooting in the club. Now we running everything for our life behind her not listening to her man. When I say it's time to go, it means it's time to go. Another incident was the wallet. We went to the store to go get a wallet. She's arguing with the cashier over $2 for a $2 receipt. It's $2. I'm like, now, I know times is hard, but they ain't that hard. You got to sit and argue for an hour and a half with the lady about a wallet. I'm telling you, it's time to go.
She didn't argue for an hour and a half, did she?
No, I'm putting extras on.
Yeah.
She argued for like 30 minutes. I ain't gonna lie. Still too long.
Still too long to be arguing over a receipt.
Long to argue
Still
about
too
still
long,
too long
yeah.
to argue about a wallet. She I say it's time to go, let's go, forget it. She's like, no, I want $2 off. People are looking at me like, oh, we know who's wearing the pants in that relationship. I'm not respected as a man in public when I'm with her anymore. And
What, okay, hang on. Why won't you let the man have a burger?
First off, it has nothing to do with the burger. Right now, I am working 2 jobs so that we're able to pay bills.
that's what you're supposed to do.
Mr.
No,
Jackson?
I'm not supposed to have
You're
to work
supposed to
2.
Wait a minute, what? She ain't supposed to work 2 jobs. Not supposed to. She can if she want to, but she ain't supposed to. When you was working, did you work 2 jobs?
Mr.
No,
Jackson?
the hell
Mr.
not.
Jackson?
No, I'm not.
Sit down. Sit down. No. Sit down. You may want to be in charge in your world, but there's no question who's in charge in here.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
until you understand that, you're not gonna get to say anything. And the next trip is right out that door. I'll hear what she wants. You won't have any rebuttal, and you may be out a couple of grand.
When Divorce Court continues.
Better watch out, young man. You can't argue with the judge. Yeah.
Sure that bills are being paid on time. I'm not the type of person that likes to pay late bills. My credit is great. His isn't so. And if I have things on a grocery list that we need to go by as far as, what needs to be bought, and we might already have some at the house and you're trying to buy more.
Is that what happened, or you just didn't want him to have a burger because it's not the kind of food you want him to eat?
No, I bought ground beef. I don't eat ground beef, but he wanted to buy like patties or something like that, and it was more expensive when I was telling him, look, we can just buy, ground beef that's already, packaged. We can make the patties at home, but he wanted everything to be pre-patted, and those are more expensive. So I'm counting every last penny as possible. And then on top of that, like he forgot to mention that we ended up throwing like ground beef in the grocery basket. He just wanted it to be already pre-patted because he's lazy and doesn't like to cook. So anything that's easy where you can just throw in the microwave.
Tell me about what happened in the club.
The club never happened.
That never happened. He
No,
just made that up.
He just made that up. He lies. He lies a lot.
How about the wallet? Did you argue for a half an hour about $2?
No, it wasn't half an hour. No. Some people have coupons. We had a coupon. I wanted to use the coupon, and he didn't want to use the coupon. Again, on my dime. So it's just, again, I am counting the little pennies that we have.
Well, did you have an
until he gets a
argument with
job.
him? I thought you had an argument with the clerk.
No, I had gotten into an argument with him in front of the clerk.
Oh, I thought he was saying she was arguing with the clerk, but the argument was with him. He didn't want her to use the coupon for the wallet that she was buying. I want to use my coupon. Let me get these little $2 off. I need to save every dime. If I got a coupon for this, I'm finna use it. Like,
Oh. Now, Mr. Jackson, you think you got some sense if I would stand you back up?
I'll try. I'm gonna have to,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's the best thing you could have said. Come on up.
I'm gonna have to. I got a lot to say, but
Okay.
I'll try to.
Well, it's almost impossible when two people just literally say it happened, it didn't happen, to discern the truth about
Correct.
that. So why don't you tell me another story that would lead me to believe that she's the controlling, individual you say she is?
I can't get dressed how I want to get dressed. She spends more time worrying about the way that, what I'm wearing that she doesn't like over her own self. And then if we're late to it, she blames me behind it.
I got you. Let me ask you something else. You made a big deal about his hygiene.
Yes.
yes, let's get to the smell. Let's get to he ain't washing? He ain't washing?
What doesn't he do? Doesn't he takes a shower every day, right?
Okay, so his hygiene. He now takes a shower every day, but he'll wait till the whole day goes by. I am now home, and he'll wait almost to the point where either I get home or right before bed he'll shower. But you've got this whole
That
time
makes
window.
him fresh at the right time.
No.
Right. What's wrong with him showering before he go to bed? If he showers before he go to bed, some people like to shower as soon as they wake up. After they shower before they go to bed, and then they shower when they wake up. Either which way, if I like going to work, if I shower before I go to bed, I'm not showering when I get up unless I sweated all night. Now, if I had a hot night where I was sweating and everything, yeah, I'm gonna shower and freshen up in the morning. But if I shower before I go to bed, I don't need to shower again in the morning, especially if I ain't going nowhere.
No, I'm saying like when I've already walked through the door, we've had a conversation, so while I'm already talking to him, he smells. You've got this whole window of time to where the point of you woke up 8 a.m. in the morning to the time I come home at like 9:30, sometimes 10 o'clock at night,
Your Honor.
and you haven't showered, and I smell you because you're out running around doing whatever it is that you've been doing, and it's just like, why do I have to smell your funk all the time?
Well,
do I
you know,
need
if
to
he showered
experience
in the
that with
morning
you?
and then was running around and doing everything that he was doing, he'd still be funky in the evening
No,
because
if you're
the
just sitting
shower
at home,
doesn't
you don't get
preclude
funky. If you're
new
just
funk.
chilling at
Your
home,
Honor, but I'm not
no, I'm
just-
saying if you're just hanging out at the house afterwards, hours on end, why haven't you showered yet? Why
not.
do I have to smell you?
I got to
It's
shower when
bad.
Carly says I got to
So
shower.
he's home
it's
playing
controlling.
video games and he gets that funky.
You know what? If we had video games, he would be playing video games. We don't have him in there yet.
So what
He's
is he
wanting
doing
to.
at home, do you think?
Looking for a job.
I don't know.
Judge Lynn
I don't know. It seems like she's one of those types that, because her man ain't working, you know, it's my way or the highway, and now she's nitpicky about everything because he don't have no money. She's bringing in all the money, so now she's nitpicky about everything. It's no shade.
Yes, it has now come to that because he's unbearable. And then on top of that, he's very vulgar and verbally abusive at times. So it's gotten to that.
Funny
so.
how unbearable I get when the money's not coming in
Yeah.
right. You wasn't saying
Ms.
that
Wiley,
about Mr.
Ms.
Raxon.
Wiley,
Raxon.
Ms. Wiley, you're not going to get the money because that's not how the law works. It's not. I held down the house at this time, so I get reimbursed because you didn't do your half, because you happened to lose your job for 90 days. I think you are persnickety. I think
Persnickety,
you are holier than thou. I
holier than thou. Tell about it, Judge.
don't believe what you say. He needs to take a shower at the right time, and
No,
then
it's
he's
the right
filing.
time to take a
don't
shower
you
that
say
day.
another word.
Don't you say another word, or this shit is over, nigga.
Speak and you say nothing further. This man was holding it down for a long time. He loses his job and he loses all respect from his lady. You're so narrow. Everything's got to be just the way you want it, and you are outraged by the fact that he's not bringing any money home. You give him no appreciation for the fact that he's fallen on hard times and he's got callbacks and interview. You've accused him of tanking interviews because he doesn't work. There's nothing in what he's said or what he's done that would implicate that at all. You're just hot about it. You
just hot about it.
just think you ought to have that. And everything he does while he's not working pisses you off because he's not working.
Right. You just nitpicky.
You know, his hygiene didn't all of a sudden change. You just started picking at him because
it's
you
not
weren't
true.
getting
That is
what you
true.
wanted
It's
from
not
him.
true.
That is true.
Yeah, it is true. It is true.
That is true.
Clap it up.
That is true.
Ms. Jackson, you're well rid of her. She is not getting reimbursed because you don't get reimbursed when you're in it together and one of you falls on hard time and the other one has to pick up its slack. It's called being a woman. Try it. There will be no recovery in this matter.
Oh! Judge laid the hammer down. You will not recover anything. Get your persnickety ass up out my courtroom. Yes, that was a good one. That ends this reaction video. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, subscribe, like the video, and come back again and watch another one with me. Bye.